So tell me what Ollie was like before you started training.
He was pretty crazy. He was very much a puppy, wonderful, loving, but naughty. And I just didn't know what to do about it. I was just frustrated by it.
When you say he was crazy and naughty, what do you mean?
Well, he would get into things that he wasn't supposed to get into. We have a lot of books at our house, and we really like them, but he really liked eating up the words. So he would get the books off the bookshelf and then, of course, tear them up, and then we'd have a terrible mess, and he wouldn't leave it for me. So I would chase around after him to try to get it. Or he would get toilet paper off the shelf upstairs in the bathroom, and he toilet papered the house a couple of times, which was lovely. Just getting into stuff he wasn't supposed to get into. And he thought it was a funny game. It wasn't too funny.
Right. Well, tell me about the process, how you went about finding the well-trained dog in pet care.
Actually, I went online and just looked up dog training in Roanoke, and I saw your link, and you had really high ratings. So I just thought, well, I'll just give it a try and see how it is. And I've been really pleased. Ollie's a good pup.
Well, tell me about the problem you had that he was waking you up in the morning, and I think he was sleeping upstairs somewhere.
Well, when we first started, well, since we've had Ollie, he has slept with us, which has been great because he's a Labradoodle and he doesn't shed, and so he's fun to be in the bed with us. But in the mornings, Carl would leave for work, and then he would let him come upstairs to me. And of course, I was still sleeping. It was 6:45 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And so that's when Ollie would get into trouble. He would get on the bookshelf, or he would get the toilet paper, or he would get clothes out of a laundry basket, or he loves socks. And so if he could find socks, he was just a jolly boy. He chewed a couple of pairs of shoes during that time. So and I had no control because he knew that I wasn't paying attention. So after we had a chance to be with you, and we talked about that, Carl started putting him in his crate in the mornings when he left for work. And he's done wonderfully. He doesn't cry for me. He doesn't complain. He doesn't whine. And he waits until I come downstairs. So it gives me a chance to get up, get my shower, get ready for the day. And I come down, I let him out. We have a little chance to say good morning, and everything's great. So that has been the best part of all.
And that's lessened your frustration.
Oh, so much. And I've enjoyed him so much more because I was so angry with him in the mornings. And it's a terrible way to wake up in the morning to find a terrible mess.
not a good way to start your day.
No, not a good way. No.
And I didn't realize that when we went to Lowe's, that was actually your first time out of the house in, what, over a year?
It was in a big store since the pandemic, because I have some underlying health issues. I was pretty much housebound, and we got Ollie in September, which was a huge blessing for me because I had this buddy to have with me all the time, but not always such a well-behaved buddy. So, but that was a neat experience for me to be, and I walk with a walker. So to have my walker and to have the dog and to have Bev there with me to help me. Our meet and greet went really well. One of our issues with Ollie was that when anybody would come around, he would jump up on them, including our little granddaughters. And one of them especially didn't like that at all. And he was perfect at Lowe's. He didn't jump up on anybody. He met a little girl that was same age as our little granddaughter, and he did great. And he even shakes hands. He shakes his paw. So it was fun.
And he walked right along beside your walker too.
He did. He did great. He did great. Of course, you introduced me to that halter, or the
freedom
leash. Yes, and that is wonderful.
Would you recommend us to your friends, other people that you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, without any question.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like people to know about your experience with us?
Well, I've enjoyed working with you. You're calm, he knew from the minute you walked in the door that you were a trainer. He didn't jump up. I'll have to tell them about that. We decided that we were going to let him be free when you came the first time so that you would see how he jumps up on people. We wanted you to see that. And of course, you walked in and he didn't jump up on you at all. And it was like, you've got to be kidding. That was one of the things we wanted to work on the most. But he knew, that you were the trainer and you knew what you were doing. And besides that, you had a really nice pack of delicious treats. So he knew. But it has been a very positive experience for us. So we just thank you for it.
Sounds
He's
good.
a good boy. I keep looking down here at him. He's laying right here by me. So that's what I keep looking down at.
He's practicing his place. Good.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I thank you so much, Elaine.
Well, thank you, Beth.